Van Deeb, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van Deeb.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Van Deeb podcast. So, this is a pretty special day because this is the first podcast I've done in years, I guess forever, that I've brought my dog Baxter with me. So hopefully he'll sit quietly on my lap and enjoy the podcast with his dad. So if he could say hi, I'd say, Baxter, tell everybody hi. Okay, he's just licking me. So apparently that's the way he says hi to all of you. So the topic today I want to talk about is how important every position is that we have in our business. That, you know, you got to ask yourself, so where are you positioned in your company? Are you the CEO? Are you in mid-level management? Are you the receptionist? Are you an admin, or even maybe the janitor? Because in my mind, all of those have equally important roles in running a successful company. So what made me think about this is recently I ran into a friend of mine, a good friend of mine that I went to high school with in Omaha, Nebraska. I'll give a shout out to June Mayer. Her husband, Scott, was a very close friend of mine, and they're just a wonderful couple. And she works at the accounting firm that I use. And I pulled up one day in the parking lot, and all I had to do was run an envelope into my accountant inside the building, and June is outside with a big cart and a bunch of stuff in it that she's transferring stuff and outside. And I happened to see her, and I asked her if she minded to drop this off so I wouldn't have to go in the building, this envelope. And she goes, sure. And she was telling me that she does everything. She's the low man on the totem pole. And that's what she used. That's how she defined what she does for this big, huge firm. And so it made me think when I left there. I think my dog wants to get down. You want to get down, Baxter? Okay, go ahead. You get down. Just don't pee all over the podcast room, okay? Because I don't want to get in trouble here at the studio. Anyway, so when she said that she was the low man on the totem pole and she does everything, I'm driving away going, well, that's one of the most important positions in a company. And to me, her role in the company helps the company become successful. So like I said, our conversation stayed on my mind the rest of the day, and it made me think about the roles we all play in our company. So, you know, when I opened my first company in 1993, we would not have experienced the level of success we had over the 16 years that I was at the helm without everyone at every position doing their job. I believe, now this is my belief, I believe the receptionist is where it all starts. They set the tone for not only the clients, but also the employees. Next you have is the admin staff, both full-time and part-time. Without them, to me, there is no processing and accountability. They make the engine run. And then you got the managers. Managers at all levels are the quarterbacks. With the right creative and innovative thinkers, they put the fuel in the engine and keeps the rest of the company on course. And then there's the leader, the CEO. The right CEO, which is what I've played the majority of my life, will motivate, inspire, and empower everyone else to be the best version of themselves. That's my number one goal in my company, Prime Realty. I want to bring out the best possible version of each and every human that works at my firm. They must appreciate who they work with and show it on a daily basis. So I'm a big fan of telling people how you feel about them. And I'm going to get into that, some examples of what we can do to make people feel like they matter. So my mission, my purpose as a CEO is to bring out the absolute best in everyone I work with. If I can't do this, then I should not lead. That's simple. If you're not doing that for your employees and you're a leader, you shouldn't be in that position. So when you have this mindset that everyone is equally important and you appreciate them all the same, you will most likely have a successful company. I believe in transparency. I believe in showing them how you feel about them as well as verbalizing it. Leaders are never too big for our britches to show our appreciation. It's okay to be vulnerable. Why do you think my company had the best, and I mean the best, retention rate in the real estate industry? No one quit because we treated everyone like they matter. You know, when I visit with leadership, managers and CEOs of companies, because I do a lot of consulting to help companies grow, when I meet with them and they have challenges with people leaving them, after my analysis, it usually starts with them. Did you know over 60% of the people who quit their jobs in 2023 left because they felt they didn't matter? They weren't appreciated. They weren't respected. That's why they left. So you don't treat people like they matter when you feel like it, or when you're happy or in a good mood. You treat them with respect and appreciation all the time, not just when you feel like it. I believe in praising people, not just for their hard work or the results they produce, but also for the effort put forth. So to me, it doesn't take a lot of effort to show your appreciation and verbalize it to every level and position in the company. The following are just a few recommendations, just a few that can be a game changer for your employees and coworkers. These are just some of the things that you can say. I believe in action. Don't just tell somebody you appreciate them, show them, tell them. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Or your efforts are truly appreciated. How long does it take to say that to somebody? We value your contributions to the team. You make a difference every day. Your commitment inspires us all. Now, are you capable of saying all these things? Yes, you are. We are grateful for your exceptional work. Or maybe a coworker needs to hear, I sure enjoy working with you. So you get it. The more praise we can give, the happier the people around us we all know they will be. We all have great qualities and unique characteristics. So one of my great qualities and characteristic is I make people feel good about themselves. It works. When people feel valued, they do better. They feel better about themselves. You know, we live in a world where people are trying to knock you down, especially if you're happy and you love your life. They're even going to try harder to knock you down. Don't let that happen. We can control some of this. If we choose to be the bright spot in other people's lives, it will make us feel better about our own. And remember, in order to maintain and have this mindset and to keep it sustainable, we have to surround ourselves around good humans, positive people, people that are for you and not against you. I didn't say anything about being around people that are financially successful. I said surrounding ourselves around good humans. So this leads me back to the fact that every level, every position, entry level or CEO, are all equally important. So I got a challenge for all of you, and I'd love you to email me and tell me how this goes. My email is van@vandeeb.com, and you can get that from my website, vandeeb.com. I challenge all of you today to identify people in your company that may not get the recognition or the attention for a job well done and give them praise. Maybe it's the low man on the totem pole. Let them know how you feel about them. Let them know how valued they are. I promise you will enjoy this. I promise you'll enjoy it so much, it'll probably become part of who you are. It's just like anything in life. If you create a discipline, it will become a habit, and then eventually it will become natural to you. Wouldn't you love to be the person that is the bright spot for people that don't get recognized or appreciated like they should? Like the low people on the totem pole, the entry-level people in your company? I say let's give it a shot. Start today. Identify people you think that could use your praise, and let's make it happen. I know you can do it, or I wouldn't give you the challenge. I'm grateful for you listening today. Please remember, I would love to come speak to your company. I've got so many topics that are going to make everybody in your company more productive and most of all, happier. And if you want me to customize a speech just for your company, I do that all the time. Fortune 500 companies to small mom and pops. Reach out to me at vandeeb.com or my email, van@vandeeb.com. I would love to visit with you. Thank you, and please subscribe to this to this podcast if you don't already, and share it with somebody that could use to make this challenge. Share this podcast with somebody you know that works in a company that people need to feel more value. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening to the Van Deeb Podcast.
A Hurrdat Media Production.